A lot of aspiring real estate investors want to buy their first deal, but they have no idea how to finance it. They think that you either need a great credit score or a lot of money in the bank, and that's simply not the case. Some lenders don't even care about your personal financial situation. These are called hard money lenders. I'm gonna teach you exactly what a hard money lender is, where to find them, and what to ask them once you find them. If you're new to the channel, my name's Justin Yaron. I'm a real estate investor and entrepreneur here in Las Vegas. I've made hundreds of videos teaching people about real estate, money, and self-development. And the goal of this channel is to help you grow your money and your mindset. Also, if you don't already, follow me on Instagram at Justin Yaron. A hard money lender is a lot different than a conventional lender that you may have heard of most of the times. Oftentimes, you hear that people need 20% down to buy a home using these conventional lenders, and that these people pay these loans back over 15 years or 30 years. Whenever you hear a loan like that, that's a conventional lender. Those are just the typical banks or normal lenders that lend for usual properties. So for these conventional loans, these are long-term loans over 15 and 30 years, typically with lower interest rates, and you pay back the interest over time. On the other hand, with hard money lenders, these are short-term loans, typically somewhere between 6 to 12 months, and they have much higher interest rates. And like I said at the beginning of the video, these hard money lenders, they don't really care that much about your personal finances. So most of them don't necessarily need all your financial information like your W-2s, pay stubs, or anything like that. They might run a credit score, maybe ask for a couple other things, but it's not like the traditional or conventional lenders, because these conventional lenders, they want to know everything. They want to know everything about your W-2s, your pay stubs, your tax returns. They want to know everything that you possibly have about your financial position, and it can be frustrating. And the reason why these hard money lenders don't care so much about your personal information is because they're mainly looking at the deal. How good is the deal, and can they lend on it based off of the deal? These hard money lenders are mainly lending out money to fix and flippers. These are the people who are going to be owning properties for very short periods of time. Usually someone would flip a property somewhere between 4 and 12 months. And they're also buying these properties at extreme discounts, way under market value. And just to give a general range of the terms for these hard money lenders, typically these lenders are going to be charging somewhere between 8 and 14% interest. They also will usually be charging upfront something called points. And if you've never heard of the term points, this is what it is. Points are typically a percentage of the loan amount that the hard money lender charges you upfront for using them. So for example, let's say a hard money lender is going to lend you $100,000 for a home, and they're going to charge you 1 point, which is very typical. You take 1 point or 1% of $100,000, which is $1,000, and they're going to charge you that $1,000 upfront right when the loan starts. Some of these hard money lenders will also charge something called service fees. They're kind of like points, but they're just another expense that they sometimes charge upfront, so just be aware of those. Also, understand that every hard money lender is different, but most of the time they're going to allow you to put some type of lower down payment for the home, usually around 10%. And of course, that down payment is going to vary depending on who you go to, but that's typically the case where they're going to lend 90% of the purchase price and you can put 10% down. And some hard money lenders might even lend for the renovation or the construction. These are just common things to look out for when you're searching for your hard money lender. Now that you know what these hard money lenders are, the question then becomes, why would you even use them knowing that they have higher interest rates than these conventional lenders? Reason number one is because these hard money lenders don't care about your financial situation. They don't care how much money you have in the bank. They don't care about your W-2s. They don't care. They just care about the deal. And honestly, if you're just getting started, this is an extremely good thing for you. Because if you're just getting started and you don't really know how to analyze deals that well yet, you can bring your deal to a hard money lender and they will tell you whether or not they can approve the deal or they give a thumbs down. And really, the only reason that they will say no to your deal is because to them, they don't see it as an actual deal. And this is a great thing if you're a brand new real estate investor, because the hard money lender basically acts like a professional buffer. And what I mean by that is if you don't really know what a good deal is yet, the hard money lender will. And they will tell you, hey, be careful with this one. You're probably buying a bad deal. So I think utilizing hard money is a great option, whether you're brand new or if you're even experienced too. And you know what's funny? When I was just getting started as a real estate investor, I saw and heard of hard money, and I never thought I would be using it. I remember when I first heard about hard money loans and I heard about these high interest rates, in my head, I was like, why would anyone ever use that? But I never had someone like myself on YouTube explaining the intricacies of hard money teaching me that it's actually a good thing. And I wish I did. But back in the day, my head was completely wrapped around rental property investing. And I was stuck on the idea of putting 15, 20% down on a home, renting it out, and then just getting more and more rentals from there. And I did exactly that when I was just starting out. When I was 21, I bought my first rental and I put 15% down, and I was out of money. And after I did that first deal and I was out of money, I was really trying hard to figure out what I should do next to generate more income. And if I had known about all the details about hard money from the beginning, I definitely would have utilized it, and then I would have started flipping properties instead to generate more cash. So if you're brand new to real estate investing, don't shut out hard money until you try it. Reason number 2 to use hard money is because these hard money lenders, they can lend on distressed homes when conventional lenders cannot. And here's what I mean. Let's say you come across this horrible property, like on the inside, it's a hoarder house, the house is a mess, there's holes in the walls everywhere, it just beat up. Like imagine the most beat up property you can imagine. If you go to a conventional lender, so if you go to a bank, for example, to buy this property, that bank is not going to allow that sale. Banks and conventional lenders do not like lending on properties that need a lot of work. These conventional lenders really just want to be lending on move-in ready properties, meaning if someone is going to buy the property and the bank is going to lend someone money to buy the property, the bank wants to know that someone could buy the home and then move in immediately with no major issues. This is very different than when working with a hard money lender. For the hard money lender, they don't care. It doesn't have to be move-in ready. It just has to be bought at a massive discount and it has to count as a good deal in their eyes. And for that reason, utilizing hard money lenders are great for flipping homes. And not just for flipping homes, but they're great for any property that you can find at a massive discount. You can utilize hard money to buy it, and if you eventually wanted to make that home a rental, you can still renovate the home, and then you can do something called refinance out of it and keep the home as a rental. So there's always that option too. Reason number 3 to use a hard money lender is the loan design. Now, if you're going to be flipping properties, or if you're at least just gonna be renovating properties, hard money lenders are designed for that. Conventional lenders are not designed for that. If you plan to use a conventional lender, these conventional lenders, they get paid over the long term. So if you're gonna use a conventional lender to buy any property, you are paying them interest monthly over the course of 15 to 30 years. And for those conventional lenders, they get paid over the course of 30 years. So that's how they get paid. For hard money lenders, it's shortened into a 6 to 12 month window, and they understand that you plan to fix up the property and sell it for a profit at the end. And these hard money lenders understand that you're gonna be buying a home at a discount, fixing it up, and then reselling at a profit, and they know that they're gonna get paid from that profit because they analyze the deal and it's a good enough deal. The next thing I wanna talk about is how to find these hard money lenders. Number 1, and the easiest way to find them is to use Google. Just Google it. So on Google, you can literally type hard money lenders, press enter, and you will find a list of hard money lenders, and they're most likely gonna be national hard money lenders. So these are hard money lenders that will lend anywhere in the country. I take that back. Some hard money lenders don't lend anywhere. They like specific states and whatnot, but for the most part, they're lending nationally. And for me personally, I usually use national hard money lenders. I like them because they can usually offer a little bit lower rates, or at least competitive rates, good points, not too high of service fees. And the reason why I like these national hard money lenders is because they're usually competitive on their interest rates, so they're either lower or kind of at the local level. They usually won't charge that many points or any service fees. And for the most part, as far as my experience goes, they're pretty reliable. Maybe when using national hard money lenders, maybe they're gonna not respond as quickly as a local hard money lender, but from my experience, they're just fine. One thing I definitely wanna touch on though, as far as utilizing hard money lenders, is don't worry so much about how great their terms are. What you really want to care about is finding someone you can trust. You want to find someone you can trust to actually get the deal done, because if someone's charging you these amazing rates, these extremely low rates, but they cause you to lose the deal because they cannot close the deal on time, then they're a bad lender. Another thing about these national hard money lenders is they often don't know your market as well as you do, because these national lenders, they're based somewhere in the country and they're lending everywhere. And so they're relying on their public data as best as they can to try to value properties when they analyze the deals in your markets. And they probably don't know your market as well as you do. So it might be a little bit frustrating if you know you have an amazing deal, but the hard money lender who is a national lender thinks it's not a good deal because they don't know the intricacies of your market. Personally, I haven't run into this issue yet, but I know that could be a potential problem. The second way to find hard money lenders is, again, Google. But now you're going to be searching for local hard money lenders. To do this, take whatever city you're in. So for me, my market is Fresno, California. So if I'm going to be looking for local hard money lenders on Google, I will type Fresno hard money lenders, enter, and that will pop up a list of local hard money lenders, and I just call them. And these local lenders, they're going to be very similar to these national lenders, with the one exception that they might and probably know your market a lot better than the national lenders because that's where they're based out of. And as far as I can tell, these local lenders and these national lenders, as far as the down payments, as far as interest rates, the points they charge, they're all relatively competitive. So they're all roughly around the same amount. What really matters is you finding someone you can trust. Another easy way you can find hard money lenders is just by asking for referrals. So you can ask your local real estate investors or agents or even title companies if they know any hard money lenders. For example, if you're going to go to a title company and you want to get hard money lender recommendations, you can go to your escrow officer and you can ask them, hey, for your investors that are constantly buying homes, what are the hard money lenders that you typically see on their loans? And similarly, if you're going to be asking other investors in your market for hard money lenders, just ask them, hey, what are the hard money lenders you typically use and which ones do you like? And most of the time they're going to be honest with you and they're going to give you their recommendations. And they're probably also going to give you their specific loan officers that they use because they like them. Once you come in contact with a hard money lender, here are 5 things I highly recommend you ask them. Number 1, ask them what interest rates they charge. From what I've seen, you're going to see interest rates roughly somewhere between 8 and 14%, and that often depends on the amount of experience that you have. So if you have more experience, they're likely going to charge you less interest. Because if you're a more experienced investor, they're going to be taking on less risk. Number 2, ask if they charge any points, and you can be very upfront with these hard money lenders. They want your business. So when you're talking to one, just ask them, hey, do you charge any points? Number 3, ask if they charge any upfront fees. Usually I've seen these labeled as service fees, but just ask them if they charge any upfront fees other than points. You want to get all the information you can. Number 4, ask what their down payment percentage is. Most of the times I've seen that you can put 10% down and they'll give 90%, but it really just depends on the lender. And obviously the less you can put down, the better. Number 5, ask if they lend for the rehabs. A lot of hard money lenders do lend money for the rehabs, but some don't. So you just want to clarify. Also, if you want to grow your real estate business, whether you're brand new or if you already have deals under your belt, DM me the word coach on Instagram at JustinYou'reWrong. I'll see you at the next one.